I'm great. Well, just to ask him. But like 5 minutes ago. So, you put that aside for a minute and then you ask yourself, is this a good thing? Is it a good thing for the Steelers? I mean, I guess, considering the guy basically comes in for free. It's a Super Bowl winning quarterback who is a handoff away from being a two-time Super Bowl winning quarterback who until recently was considered a gold jacket guy, and he comes in for the veteran minimum of $1.2 million. I mean, to put that in proper perspective, it would cost more for the Steelers to bring back Mason Rudolph than to bring in Russet. So it's not hard to see why they went for this. Russ isn't nearly what he was. Maybe never was what he was made out to be, but he's still better than what they have, even at 35. And they're getting the guy for essentially nothing. That said, let's not get crazy about Russ coming in there and either he or they going next level as a result. I mean, they might be pretty good for each other, but pretty good is not going to get Russ his stated goal of 2 more rings in 5 years, nor is it going to get the Steelers one for the thumb. And yes, Russ actually did say that on record recently.
For me, it's about winning. Over the next 5 years, I want to win too. I want to feel the chill of that trophy again.
Once again, delusional much. Once again, my dude, if you won one in your prime in 10 years on a great team, how the hell are you going to win 2 in 5 years on an average team? Oh, and playing on a 1-year deal for the veterans minimum. The answer is you're not. So you really need to stop saying things like that. And Steeler fan, I mean, I'm not going to try and guess where you're coming from. In fact, Steeler fan, why don't you get up in here and tell me exactly how you feel about this? Because you were not shy about letting me know how wrong I was about Mike Tomlin and how you felt about him. So I'm really curious how you feel about this. I know you're frustrated, Steeler fan. I know you're sick of Mike Tomlin. And the last thing you wanted was another season of Tomlin with tiny hands being the best quarterback option. So what do you got now? Now you have Tomlin with tiny hands and renegade Russ. If only Matt Nova Scotia was still there, then the Steelers might even jump over the Cowboys as team content. First team content. Now, there is one other aspect to this. Arthur Smith and Russell Wilson working together. That's actually pretty interesting. I actually don't hate that part of it. Here's why. Art wants to run the ball. Art wants that power run game. Art wants to pass off the power run game. You know, like he did when he was the OC at Tennessee and Ryan Tannehill looked so great. He had Tannehill, he had Derrick Henry, and the last time we really saw Russet successful was when he had a power running game to work off of. So that part of the plan actually does make some sense. In other words, what I'm saying, let Russ cook is dead. Russ's career as a chef is over. Hopefully that also means no more super creepy sandwich ads. Hopefully he cuts down on the cringe and the cheese across the board because the guy needs to. Here's what Russet needs. He needs to humble himself. He needs to keep his mouth shut. He needs to go earn it all back. And by that I mean his job, his respect, his career. And given how far this guy's fallen, there probably is not a better situation, realistically, to walk into than this one. Russet, don't blow it. Don't be the first QB to drag Tomlin under 500. Don't be the quarterback that gets Tomlin run. Hell, even Tiny Hands didn't do that. You know what? I'll tell you what he needs to do. Russet needs to take a page out of Baker Mayfield's book. We all know Russ has had a better career overall. But look where Baker Mayfield is now. Look what Baker just pulled off without any of the cringe, or any of the cheese, or any catchphrases, or any airplane jumping jacks, or any offices on the second floor, or any personal coaches, or any of that crap. 2 seconds ago, Baker was fighting for his career. So what's he do? He bets on himself in the ultimate prove-it deal. He takes a 1-year, $4 million deal to compete with Kyle Trask in Tampa. Did he whine about it? Did he launch a social media campaign to promote himself? Did he come up with some goofy catchphrase? Hell no. Baker did what he always does. He put his head down, he kept his mouth shut, he went to work, and he got over on all the haters. And now look at him. Now he's got a 3-year, $100 million deal, $50 million guarantees. Now Baker is going to make $30 million to be the quarterback of the Bucs next season, while Denver is going to pay Russet $38 million not to be their quarterback. In fact, get the hell out of the state. And if Russ ever wants to get paid again by the team that he's actually playing for, he should follow the Baker playbook and not the cringe cookbook.